Kamala Harris, the Democratic nominee for president, has finally given her first major interview, a moment that many have been eagerly anticipating. This highly anticipated sit-down with CNN's Dana Bash marked a significant moment in the 2024 election cycle, drawing attention from all corners of the political spectrum. The interview, held at Kim's Cafe in Savannah, Georgia, saw Harris addressing a wide range of topics, from domestic policy to international relations, providing insights into her plans and priorities. Joining her was running mate and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, adding another layer of interest and depth to the conversation as they discussed their collaborative vision for the future. The interview was eagerly awaited by both supporters and critics alike, with many tuning in to hear Harris's responses to pressing questions and her stance on various issues. Harris, known for her sharp intellect and tough stance on key issues, had maintained a relatively low profile in the initial weeks of her campaign, making this interview a pivotal moment. This interview provided a crucial platform for her to connect with voters, articulate her vision for America, and outline her strategies for addressing the nation's most pressing challenges. Harris's decision to delay her first major interview was met with mixed reactions. While her campaign team emphasized a strategic approach, critics saw it as a sign of avoidance. Some pundits questioned whether she was ready to face tough questions about her past record and policy positions. Others speculated that she was trying to avoid early scrutiny and control the narrative on her own terms. The delay undoubtedly fueled speculation and provided ammunition for her opponents. Republicans, in particular, seized the opportunity to paint her as evasive and out of touch with the concerns of ordinary Americans. The pressure was on for Harris to deliver a compelling performance and silence her critics. Dana Bash did not shy away from asking the tough questions. She was relentless in her pursuit of the truth, ensuring that no stone was left unturned. She grilled Harris on a range of controversial topics, including fracking, foreign policy, and her opponent's criticisms. Each question was designed to elicit a clear and direct response. The issue of fracking, in particular, has been a point of contention for Harris, who has faced scrutiny for her evolving stance on the issue. Her previous support for a ban has been a focal point of debate. Bash pressed her to clarify her position and explain her previous support for a ban on the practice. Harris was asked to provide detailed explanations and justify her current stance. Foreign policy also took center stage, with Bash questioning Harris on her approach to China, Russia, and the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. These are critical areas that demand a nuanced understanding and strategic approach. Harris emphasized the importance of diplomacy and multilateralism in navigating these complex geopolitical challenges. She highlighted the need for collaboration with international allies. She reiterated her commitment to restoring America's global leadership and standing up for democratic values abroad. Harris stressed that America's role on the world stage is crucial for maintaining global stability and promoting human rights. Harris's responses were measured and deliberate, showcasing her legal background and her ability to navigate complex issues with precision. Her experience in high-stakes political debates was evident. When confronted with criticisms about her record as a prosecutor, she defended her commitment to justice and reform, emphasizing the importance of evolving policies to meet current societal needs. She highlighted her work on critical issues such as criminal justice reform, police accountability, and the need for systemic changes to ensure fairness. Harris also addressed racial disparities in the justice system, advocating for policies that promote equality. On the issue of her heritage, often a target for her opponents, Harris was firm and unapologetic. She celebrated her identity as the daughter of immigrants, sharing stories of her upbringing and the values instilled in her by her parents. Harris highlighted the importance of representation in American politics, stressing that diverse voices are crucial for a truly democratic society. Her message was clear. She would not be defined by the attacks of her detractors, but by her own vision and her unwavering commitment to serving all Americans, ensuring that every citizen has a voice and a place in the nation's future. The inclusion of Tim Walz in the interview provided an interesting dynamic. Walz, known for his down-to-earth style and his focus on bipartisanship, offered a contrasting yet complementary presence to Harris. This strategic pairing allowed the campaign to showcase a united front and appeal to a broader range of voters. Walz spoke about his admiration for Harris's leadership and her ability to connect with people from all walks of life. He shared anecdotes that highlighted her empathy, her work ethic, and her dedication to public service. His presence underscored the message that this was a campaign about more than just one person. It was about a vision for America shared by two experienced and dedicated leaders. As expected, the interview drew immediate criticism from Republicans. They accused Harris of dodging questions, lacking specifics, and relying on talking points. Some even went as far as to call the interview a missed opportunity for voters to truly get to know the Democratic nominee. The Republican National Committee released a statement criticizing Harris's performance, calling it scripted and uninspiring. They pointed to her lack of detailed policy proposals and her reliance on general statements about unity and hope. The criticism, while predictable, highlighted the deep partisan divisions that continue to plague American politics. Dana Bash, known for her tough but fair interviewing style, pressed Harris on several occasions. She challenged her on inconsistencies, demanded specifics, and refused to let her off the hook with vague answers. However, she also allowed Harris the space to articulate her vision and explain her positions on complex issues. Bash's moderation of the interview was widely praised by political commentators. They lauded her ability to maintain control of the conversation, ask the tough questions, and hold Harris accountable without resorting to grandstanding or personal attacks. Her performance underscored the importance of a free and independent press in holding elected officials accountable. This interview marked a pivotal moment in the 2024 election, providing voters with their most in-depth look yet at Kamala Harris. While it remains to be seen how the interview will impact the race, it is clear that Harris is a formidable candidate with a compelling story to tell. The interview provided a glimpse into her leadership style, her policy priorities, and her vision for a more just and equitable America. As the campaign heats up, voters will be watching closely to see if she can build on this momentum and convince them that she is the right person to lead the nation.